Yo, it's Hydro, bringing you another solo PvP versus the whole server here, giving hands to everybody. Gonna try to throw in a little bit of tips and tricks in there and what I try to plan as I'm doing it, so try to throw it in there with the general gameplay here. So we're pulling up on a sloop here. They're parked at the Killer Whale. We're gonna try to make sure you're bobbing up here, underneath these waves, because if you're giving yourself up here, that could be the end of it, you know? So I'm making sure to bob up here only when the waves are going high above me. So this is one of those sessions where I was gonna hop on for like 20-30 minutes, maybe mess with one boat and hop off. That's not what happened. This ended up turning into like a 3 or 4 hour sesh, as it normally does with Sea of Thieves, but it's gonna escalate pretty quickly. It starts off pretty slow with this guy because he's kind of not all there, so let's get to it. So I'm fully expecting him to be on the Killer Whale, so shit my pants moment number one right there. So we're gonna have to like insta-tuck right here, just hide behind here. Heart insta-racing there, wasn't expecting that, but somehow did not see me. I get to the conclusion here where I'm pretty sure this guy doesn't have a headset, so you'll see me start messing with him, doing some audio cues to see if he's even responding to anything. Shit my pants moment number two. Yeah, you just can't walk there normally. Yeah, the only thing that would be blocking you is an enemy there, and he just casually walks by. So we pull up to an outpost. He's still just chilling there, so I'm just going to decide to go ahead and move because this is not a good spot to tuck. I don't even have a tuck outfit on. I wasn't even planning to tuck on this guy. I was going to just fight him. So we smack the Q there, see if we can do it. We're going to hide. Like, see, I'm still, like, I'm so visible without a tuck outfit on. This guy's just going to, oh, no, I'm going to repair. I'm going to repair. I'm just fine, but like I expected to get seen here and here, nothing. But he ends up on the, he takes off and he's on the map here for a minute, and I was getting to the point where I thought he was AFK, so now I'm testing the waters hard here. I'm tucking, untucking. We're gonna go over here, we're gonna light a pomegranate, pick up a box, drop it, retuck, and still nothing. So at this point, I'm gonna end up throwing on my tuck outfit and try to move for a better spot. And now, shit my pants moment number 3. As soon as I start to tuck, this dude turns around. Alright, so that was going nowhere fast, so I ended up deciding to take this boat. I saw the brig on the distance, as you can see in the window there. Lit this boat on fire, and I think the only thing that saved me is I think these guys were genuinely convinced that this boat was like just getting set off to be done for the night. So I thought they were just going to go about their way here and take off, and then we're going to get a little sound cue here that changes that for us. Alright, so you know what that means. We're gonna head over there now, see what we can get involved in here. So I am working with Xbox clips. Don't currently have the ability to use my Elgato, so things got a little hectic. They are all now aboard the ferry. I got a nice little message about, oh, that's what the scuttle button's for. So I'm gonna go head over to the fort. I killed the one that came back and finished it. And we're gonna go ahead and get their loot together. Go ahead and snag the storeroom key here. Go ahead and hide that because it won't work now. I don't exactly know how that works, but while we're looking for it here, I hear a little bit of swimming, and then the shark gives them up on top of it. So this must be the one guy that got a back spawn here. So the thought of wanting to take my boat all the way to that fortress and then go all the way somewhere with that loot and sell it was fucking disgusting of a thought just for the price of it. And it's, you know how it is when you've got all this gold. It's really, at this point, you're just trying to sink people and whatnot. So as soon as I get back, I see a galleon right out of the corner of my eye. Like, I just grabbed a storage crate, and as soon as I'm loading it up, I see these guys coming in. So we're gonna head and volley some shots here and see if we can figure out if we can get them into range. Did a couple harpoon turns to see if we can get out front here. They're kind of slacking with their one sail, letting me get out in front of them here. Big no-no. That's the only thing you can kind of do as a sloop. You really want to get in front or stay behind against these galleons and chop those sails. You can make passes on them broadside if you have to. It's going to happen eventually, but once you have those sails down and it's blocking some of their view and it's got some chaos going because they're down, you're going to be able to make a lot more progress with those broadsides. So we get a couple sails down here. Try to just get in the pocket. Yep. So like I said, working with clips here, so there's gonna be some stuff missing, but we're getting back in the pocket here, sitting in that backside where they can't hit us, but we can get shots on them. We're gonna get some more of these chains out. Drop some more sails here. Chains are gonna be your fucking equalizer to everything fighting a galleon. Pretty much everything with the sloop. I mean, it's also your worst nightmare. You get hit with a chain on a sloop and you're done. Also, another big thing, especially when you're these ship fights and you're on a sloop, let the thing fill. It takes so long to fill with water. Just don't waste a lot of time patching holes. Just get a bucket and you're good for another like 5 minutes. So these guys just let me sit in this pocket here. I need to get more chain shots on deck. So we end up kind of in a bad spot here. This is not where you want to be coming up against the Galleon, but it actually kind of works out. They didn't hit very many shots. We're going to go ahead and put some shots on them. This would have been a good opportunity to board, but my boat had a couple holes in it, and I didn't want to lose my respawn point just yet. I wanted to put some more shots in them. Go ahead and put that boy down real quick. Really, like, there's not much you can really do in the sense of working on your cannons. You just have to put in time with cannons. Some of these are a little hit or miss, you know. Waves can be a little rough. You're never going to hit 100%, you know. You can definitely try to get your volume to where you're hitting most of them, but I mean, it's Thieves. You're going to miss most of them. You're rocking and rolling and moving around. Really got to relocate here, so we're going to take the time to go wide on this patch, get a couple holes cleared up here. Get some water out. Try to return some more shots here. We're pretty far here. This is at arena practice. So Buddy thinks he's cute here with these blunder bombs. So we're going to give him a, let's give him one of those. So they're going to end up getting some wind here, and they are going to haul ass across the map. They ran all the way down here to run to their alliance member, who is a sloop. Going to the sloop for backup. I mean, it's fair, they put up a lot more of a fight, but they made it a lot more interesting, I'll tell you that. So right here, originally I didn't see them till right now, so I'm like, oh shit, we're in a dead run. I'm about to go in between these guys, Pirates of the Caribbean style. So we're going to head and not do that, and we're going to try to turn here, get behind the Galleon, see if we can get some more chains off, and hopefully when we circle, it'll give us a rotation on that sloop too. Go ahead and try to get a chain off on this sloop, slow them down, because you know, the chain and the sloop, they're disabled for a minute. Buddy tried getting on, getting that cancel ladder delete, oops. So we're in that pocket again here on the sloop. Gonna get hit by, we have a skelly ship on us now at this point. Gonna do a little dance for everybody, get a whole patch, because at this point I'm fighting 2 ships and there's a skelly ship in the battle, so I have to be a little more wary of the holes and all the water, because now at this point it could go south very quick, so we gotta really be on top of things. Sloop's off a good distance. Galleon's off to our right here. We're going to try to get back in on that Galleon. A sloop I could care less about. I want to sink the Galleon. So we're going to reposition on them here. Don't get myself in the best position here. Could have been really bad. Definitely don't try to cut off the Galleon unless you're either really confident or you're really relying on luck here. So in this point I see the keg and I can't get a shot on. I'm going to try to eat it, but nope. So I get a little toxic, you know, we have to spam, but I was genuinely laughing my ass off. Get that repaired. And now we're in another sketchy situation here, but we really need to get this boat repaired fully before we try to do anything, because if we're going to hop off this boat, it's got to be ready to survive for a little bit by itself. It's looking like we're going to get our opportunity here to board. You're going to see, miraculously, somehow this boat survives me just ghost riding it into the breeze here. fake a shot here. When you go to board and they're that close, you need to go like this. Jump off the back side so your boat is in between them. They don't just see you straight jumping into the water. Now, as soon as you board a ship, your first thought has to be anchor. I'm not worried about shooting nobody, fighting nobody. Obviously, could hit them first here. Anchor, boom, get to work. Somehow this guy has a response time with a dead mouse. Hit dip here. I didn't expect them both to push me right here. Got myself in a pickle. I ended up getting the double gun off on one. Cut it really close to getting sworded to death by this guy. Trying to hop backwards in these fucking close quarters. Again, flicks are a little off today. Had the new setup, getting used to it, so just don't mind that. But there you go. There's their crew wiped. So while they're all on the ferry here, we're gonna go ahead and try to spice things up. Looking back on it now, I should have taken the extra couple seconds to go up and light the top deck, because it's actually pretty easy if you have two people to repair or get the fire out on the bottom and second floor, because the water's right there. So you just have one person helping and one person throwing. It's pretty easy. But was kind of working with a time crunch here. We're going to take all their curse balls, cannonballs. These guys were absolutely loaded. Didn't get to see the food barrels, but I mean, they were full of kraken, fish, shark, all that stuff. So I hear him back now. Blunder bomb went off. Go ahead and relocate here to where I can get a better angle. See one chasing me, we're going to wind him up. That's just free bait for the blunder, like you bit that at that point. Wasn't expecting Buddy to be one tap here either, but that's easy. So I'm at perfect 50 health here. If I'd have had a half a second, we'd have had that there. But I was at perfect 50 health to get one tap by that pistol. So like I said, luckily we spawned back on the boat here. And it's still, the sloop is either, because the sloop is doing with the Skelly ship, they're even still right here. Boat's just cruising, nothing's wrong with it. And we can go straight to fighting this sloop after we died to that Galleon crew. Now at this point, I know the Galleon's going to get away. I'm not expecting the sloop to have a massive gold, so at this point it's ram strat. Let's just get on there, see what we can do. So we're going to line ourselves up for that here. Don't worry, you'll see. We all whiff shots. We're going to whiff a two-piece on this person. Kind of pushed that shot and wasn't expecting the reaction there, but it's alright. The fire ends up cleaning her off there, so either of those shots would have killed there. I hear the res, so we're going to instantly push up. Didn't get it just close enough, but we skeeted him off while moving, so that's fine. Same as killing him. It's going to take him a minute to get a mermaid here. Their boat's almost sank to start with at this point, so see the Marauder's chest, we're going to grab that for Pabby. Try to keep it alive, miss your shot. And then I noticed in that pile there was a couple of Athena loots, so we try to grab that. Grab us a couple of his characters. Now at this point, I'm expecting him to come back any second, because he's just waiting on a mermaid. He's not at the ferry, so we just dropped that skull. And the sad part of it is that I maybe took this 30 feet and got off it. I let it sit there. So ended up coming back to the dock here. And the Galleon crew's there. I had talked to him. We had some great GGs and back and forth. They ended up giving me every single bit of supplies they had off their boat and filling it up with mine. And come to find out, we're talking about content creating, and one of them tells me that they're live. So old Firefox Gaming here. You'll see her in the pictures here at the end. You go follow her on Twitch. And Pabby Soul. Thanks for watching, guys.